Let's kill a burb, go to COVID, man. If not, it'll be head empty, no thoughts time.
Don't worry, we got this.
Okay.
We got this.
I am choosing to believe.
Hello, Sinon.
Hello.
Yesterday we almost cleared, but it's better that we didn't. Now we can clear it with you.
How close did you get?
6%.
Damn, nice.
Alright, she gives Cyber an invite. Be back. Be right back. I'm getting water.
For last glory rooms, and then we go south.
Okay.
Maybe after that storm. It's normal spread, just for spreads you want to go towards right. Stack, we just stack.
Okay.
Baku.
Walk back.
Thank. Sinan, laughing at people is rude. Yellow. Oh. Sinan's got a girlfriend.
I don't believe it.
Rongness is getting married on Monday. At 14.
Who is?
Rongness is
Oh, nice. To who?
new.
Who's the lucky guy?
Newpie is.
Oh,
If we clear today,
We raid tomorrow if we clear today.
as I said, if we clear today, that means the secret ingredient is starting on time.
If we clear first ball, I'm taking a break till next week.
Hi.
yeah, I agree.
Hello there.
Hello, Sinon.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Anybody heard of V Rising?
Yes, I watched
Yes.
Yeah, I
You
just
can have servants, and you can name them, and so far in Enemy in Mind game we have 2 servants, and one's called Sinon and one's called Cyber. I sent
Also-
Sinon out on a mission earlier and he came back injured because he got poked in the eye with a stick or something.
That's sad.
But don't worry,
Nice.
there's enough for all of you. We get 9, so you're all gonna get so started.
Damn it.
spread positions.
Yeah.
For that last mechanic.
Okay.
Wait, we split up because melee and tanks go north, so why we...
Yeah, so I'm in position. Align with me.
I'm in position.
No, you're not. I'm meant to go to the right, right?
Which
You're the right.
which direction is that?
Yeah, but we're gonna be running to the wall.
We're
Okay, that's
looking
fine.
at the north.
Okay. Oh, so you should be like. Okay.
Ari, why are you there?
Well, it's generally okay. She's to the right.
So Harry's going front and right. I'm going back and right. Yep.
No, not even back. Like, actually, yeah.
I can just go against the wall. So can Val, and then the tanks can just move out.
No. Wait. We're okay.
Say the enemy's the boss. I stand here. Val stands here.
Yeah, but we're not looking at. We're looking.
Val stands here. Harry stands here. Yeah.
The boss is where it is now, ish.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So just imagine I'm by the wall. Haru is by the wall. Like that north
Okay.
one.
Okay.
That's what I'm
But
talking
you're
about.
spread out,
Okay.
So
far enough from each other.
Yeah.
And I will be around C towards 4.
That'll be the opposite side. Yeah.
Because the AoE is dropping to the center, so it's better
Yeah.
that we spread along the edge for safety, and then we move into to kick ass.
Yes.
Okay, so
Maybe before we go out, Natsu, you can hit the sprint buff.
Sure,
But
I'll do that.
it only lasts 10 seconds, and we are north and they are south.
Yeah,
Yeah, but as we're still in the middle, and we'll
When
sort
we're
of out.
baiting, we have enough time. It lasts long enough.
yeah, but
Alright.
it also gives a little medium. It also gives a little damage reduction
Perfect.
by 10% for 20
Yeah, then
seconds.
absolutely do it at that point if it's up.
Be
Hmm?
careful not to sprint into the wall.
Val, you were saying something.
I was just talking to Nat.
What did you say?
I said it's called mitigation,
Well, I just read that it's a damage reduction.
which is mitigation.
So Sinon, you know your position for your group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, you guys have.
What is
sorted
your
that.
position then? Come on, healers and ranged, show your positions.
You just did.
We can stand on top of each other, right? So Sinon will be stood like this. I'll be stood with Sinon.
What?
No, he's
But the opposite side.
He can be at the edge, he doesn't have to move in. We move into DPS.
True.
so. So Karma's east, Val's west.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Just so we don't mess up the left and right relative stuff. By the way, Sinon, there's a bit of echo when I'm. Actually, no, that's when you're talking at the same time. Then I can hear myself via you. Okay, should be fine.
Let's kill
I
this
can't.
man so we can fight COVID man.
What?
Kill bird, fight COVID man.
I'm fighting COVID every day.
Use food.
Yeah, but COVID man is the next fight.
Use food.
I did?
Use more food.
Basically, he's saying we don't need to. We're gonna kill him that fast. AoE. Like feathers. Ready to move? The edge to A. Our right is safe. Positions. Watch your numbers. Going to your left. Feather's coming out soon. Are we coming up? to move. Left away.
Oh my god.
Sin again.
Left is safe. Move to center. Take for those coming out. Back middle, get ready to move. Move to the edge. To the side. Center. The birds. Middle. Watch your tethers.
Oh my god. I spent so much time running it, it fucking pisses me off.
On 3.
Boats.
Yep, construct. Big damage coming out. Move south with others. And the shit's coming out. Face them outwards. Back center. You ready to move? Gonna be stack. Back on 3. Move out if you need to.
Oh boy.
That
That was the taking time. Cool.
Oh, I didn't fucking. I used to frustrate myself with down here.
No muse LB. Oh no, never mind.
I frustrated myself doing it on my phone.
How did that happen?
Was me hitting a wrong button, so I jumped out of the middle before it.
Oh.
Let me move these 2 buttons a little bit.
Is that the same button you did into the wall?
Yes. But
Delete
the
that
opposite
shit.
one.
No.
Rightio.
tethers. Okay. Ready to move. Move to the left of A. Our left is safe, so we're fine. Positions. Watching numbers. Going to your left. I think tether's coming out soon. Yeah, we coming up. Good move. Ready to move. Left of A. Our right is safe. Back center, tank tethers are coming out. Ready to move. Side. Middle. Middle. Watch each other's. Okay.
Box.
Damage coming out. Move south a bit for tethers. The shit's coming out. Face them outward. center. Be ready to move. Ready stack. Back on 3. Move out if you need to. Damage coming out with stack on 3. Move south a bit for tank feathers. Be ready for pizza slices. Tanks range south, healers melee north. Red. Middle for healing a little bit. Everyone else north, tank south.
No, everyone north for this. From here we'll move right onto the... And... Move.
The middle for heals. Back on number 4. No, 1, sorry, number 1.
Okay, 1, 1, 1. 3, 4. It's stack.
Back, perfect.
Stack by the tornadoes.
On 3. Good damage. Be ready for Death Skull. Watch your number of stacks. The shields coming out, face them inside. Position for getting hit.
Odds are almost up again.
Be ready for healer LB. Move middle. Healer LB.
You have no shield for this, so use extra mitigation. Good.
Okay, pop sprint if you need to. Get ready to move out. Gonna be
Right.
stack or spread.
First stack.
Spread.
Nice, nice, nice.
Heal Harushi has a one.
Partners.
Okay. Partners.
Nurse.
Just burst it down.
3.
Center.
Ready to move.
14.
Left of A.
We got this. We got this. We got this. We did it.
Our left is safe.
We did this. GG. GG. G fucking G.
Relax, man. Relax, man.
Hey, congrats,
It's just
guys.
a game.
Yay!
We
Finally.
did this.
Fuck this bird.
Look at our pants. And boots.
I need pants. I need pants.
Pants and
Same,
boots.
and same.
I need pants too. Oh, I'm a tank.
Double same.
Karma, you don't need pants.
Fucking
Double
look at
same.
the
I'm
robot.
not literally not wearing pants, so
Not in real life.
it's hot. Oh, right, okay.
Actually, I should do that too, you know. I was thinking about doing it.
That's also another thing. Finally.
I actually don't even know what I need anymore.
We can go to pause now.
Open the thing.
Somebody link
This
it.
list doesn't say you need pants.
It's
by the
pinned.
way.
It's pinned
Oh,
in the
Oh,
raid channel.
finally, we can go to Poison Man.
The only one who needs pants is Cyber.
It's pinned in where? The raid night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the only one who needs pants is me. Nice. Okay, I'm needing a pants, guys. Everyone else pass.
For the tanks, you mean, or for the DPS?
For everyone.
Boots. Yeah. Karma needs
Oh, okay.
boots.
God damn it.
Boots for Karma, yeah.
I needed to hunter on the pants by mistake.
A Roborant is a thing that enhances weapon, right? We all
Karma,
need
your
that.
pants are for the tomb ones, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. Boots are for Karma.
Pants
Pants are for Cyber. Then which DPS should we give the? Okay, well basically everyone but Karma, since you got a piece. Actually, nah, whatever. Fuck. DPS need on Roborant.
I have to spend more of my fucking shit on tome, so very well.
What haven't you done? The one where you get a free twine every week?
have you done Aglaya?
I don't need any twine, so
No.
I'll pass into that.
I don't
Yeah,
need
m-
any.
Me neither.
I mean, nobody
Oh.
should need twines or coatings now.
No,
I'm
this
gonna
co-
need
this
to
coating is
spam
for
my
the weapon.
legs. I need
Wait,
to spam
what?
my legs.
Twine is for
Twine is for left side.
That's why I need.
yeah, for
I
armor
need
pieces.
twine.
Coating is for accessories.
How many
Yeah.
coins do you need for a twine? Is it just one coin?
One,
Yeah.
one coin.
Only one.
I don't need it then.
I don't need coating. I
We
need
only
update.
need 4 books to buy the Roborant, by the way.
Oh, cool.
How many for the robots?
4 books.
Ah.
Are we greeding on the twine then, or what?
Yeah, if you
Yeah, twine's for
have an ult you wanna gear, then yeah, go ahead.
Greed, click greed, yes.
Finally, we're done with the shitty fight.
If you guys gonna give me the Roborant, it's fine with me.
Yeah.
What we doing with the rubber hunt? Is that for the weapon?
That's for the
Yeah.
weapon, yeah. So DPS can need, the rest of us greed.
Oh, I got a 91. A 91.
Oh fuck! I
Got a
greed.
94 greed, so I'm not gonna get anyway.
I got 29.
I have markers on the pro for virus now.
Yes, Sinon. You
Yes,
upgrade
that was-
that with Rabarant.
2600.
Oh.
Okay, then I gotta put my new pants on.
We put
Ooh.
up 1 hour and 30 minutes of P4 prog. Let's go.
Fuck it,
No.
let's call it tonight.
Alright, let's. I'll find the guide and link it. So let's watch the first 5 minutes so we know what we're getting into.
Loves and already knowing everything as I've typed this.
I even mistyped mistack and I still got the result. Just okay. Okay, I'll mute for a few minutes.
Do you
Can
want,
I?
do you want the
There it is.
timeline?
Yeah, I do.
We want what?
The timeline for P4S.
Oh yeah.
And you two healers should get it also. So should the two tanks.
Oh, I know there's a fuck ton. I will say this. For melees and tanks, you can get full uptime, basically.
First
Cool.
one in the fucking tier. Good job.
Can we watch the video?
I'm doing my boots first, so I haven't seen it.
Programmable button. My name is Ms. Tech, and I'll be your raid guide. We begin with Decolation, which will deal high raid-wide damage, shield and heal as necessary. Next, the boss will cast Blood Rake, and tether either all tanks and healers or all damage dealers, dealing very high damage to them. While not immediately obvious, this Blood Rake tether Aether Drain will make affected players vulnerable to a specific mechanic later on, and players will have to remember which group of players was targeted by the first Blood Rake. The affected group is random each time Blood Rake is cast, so make sure you pay attention. Next up, Etheric Clammis will take the Aether Drain from the Blood Rake players and funnel it into his Clammis, which in regular English basically means he's saving it for later. This is followed by a second Blood Rake cast. Again, the group of affected players is random, and you'll need to keep an eye on who is affected as it will come into play very soon. The boss will then cast Director's Belown, and 4 players will be targeted by roll call debuffs. These debuffs can be transferred to nearby players that are not already affected by the same debuff. After transferring, players will be immune to picking up the debuff for 10 seconds. Immediately after, the boss will also cast Inversive Clammis, using the stored Aether from earlier to create 4 tethers that spawn on random players. These tethers must be picked up by the appropriate players and spread away from others. Determining who needs to take the roll call debuffs and who needs to handle the tethers all goes back to the 2 Blood Rake casts and who was targeted for each. The group of players targeted by the first Blood Rake becomes vulnerable to the tether mechanic and will die if they take it. The group of players targeted by the second Blood Rake becomes vulnerable to the roll call debuff and will die if they are afflicted with the debuff at the end of its duration. Since all of us have horrible memories, we use the macro that reminds us what to do as soon as each Blood Rake cast occurs. Then, when the boss casts Director's Belown, we quickly reference our chat macro to remind us who needs to take what. To avoid confusion and pass roll call debuffs in a controlled manner, we make the tank and healer group stay put in assigned positions around the front of the boss. Damage dealers will then either drop off or pick up the debuff by running to those
I need,
players
like, 5
as
minutes, I'll be
necessary.
back.
Once all of the debuffs are on the appropriate group, the raid can prepare for the incoming tethers. Each group can then stack together in either the front of the boss or behind to prepare for the tethers. Since tether transfers can get really wacky when they're spread all over the place, we have the tanks and healers stack in the front of the boss while the damage dealers stack behind. The group that needs to grab the tethers will then move together, swooping through at the same time and in the same direction. This controlled swoop train ensures that no wacky tether business happens. Once all 4 players have picked up their tethers, they can spread apart to avoid overlap. The boss will then cast another decolation and deal raid-wide damage. Elegant Evisceration is a 2-hit tank buster that will target the primary target with massive damage and debuffs. One tank can take both hits with an immunity, otherwise a tank swap with regular cooldowns is necessary. Next up, the boss will cast Setting the Scene, creating 4 quadrants of elements in a random pattern. Depending on your group's preferences, you may want to move the boss to an edge before the floor panels come out, or wait to try to move him after you see what pattern you get. In our first clear, we chose to move to the edge before we saw the floor panels, which helped our uptime, but sometimes had us dealing with some pretty difficult combos. If you want an easier time with potentially slightly less uptime, you can pull the boss to the edge of the arena in between the water and fire panels. The boss will then cast Pinax, which will activate each quadrant in turn. While there is a tiny bit of randomness here, either the lightning or water panel will always activate first. Players will have to be ready to move to the edge of the platform to escape the proximity damage of lightning, or use a knockback immunity or pre-position themselves near the center for the water knockback. On Savage, when a panel is active, players must also ensure they are not standing inside the quadrant during the explosion, or they will take high damage, debuffs, and probably die to the next mechanic if they somehow survive. The first panel will always be immediately followed by either the poison spread or fire stack. If it's poison, players will need to immediately spread after the first panel attack to avoid death. If it's stack, players will need to split into 2 groups and stand on their assigned healer to share the incoming damage. The handling of the spread or stack mechanic will happen with within the physical limitations imposed by the lightning proximity damage or the water knockback, and players will need some practice before they learn how to move properly as a group or around each other. This is one of the hardest things to figure out on this boss, so don't get discouraged. Once the second panel explodes, the third panel will go active. Again, this will always be the lightning or water quadrant, whichever one didn't get activated first. The boss will also jump to the center and begin to cast a shift attack in a random cardinal direction. Players will have to pay
Alright, now
close
this is a
attention to
proper
his
fight, not that orange shit.
Yes, it is much better. I'm gonna post this picture so we can remember. If we're lucky, we can have it. So, if we're lucky,
I've watched enough of that for now.
if we're lucky, only one set of parties have to do both things. If we're not lucky, it's well, one group has to do one thing and the other group has to do the other thing.
Finally something new! I'm so
Finally
happy.
Something with good music, and that's actually pretty easy to do.
Finally something we can use one gear on. Should make a bet if we clear this before the next raid tier or not.
We
Yes.
probably will. This is much.
So you
much
stay, so
easier.
you stay.
The most annoying part will honestly just be the Pinex knockback with the cape knockback.
I think she did a poor job of trying to explain blood rake and tethers.
She does a poor job trying. Oh wait, I hate her with the. Where's Mr. Happy? No, Mr. Happy.
I didn't
Bob,
understand the
Bob.
blood rake and tethers.
The first blood rake can't take tethers. The second, well, that's just give.
I'm ready. Sorry.
I can pull up Mr. Happy.
How do you take a debuff?
New Bob's the best one. Has he done any?
I don't think so. He's not been playing that much 14.
Aww.
To
You
get-
just walk to the player, Val, to share that debuff.
you have to
Yeah.
walk and look, like wait till the debuff physically passes. You can't just go and touch them quickly. I did that and it got me killed because
what?
I did not pass the debuff on.
Yes, Natsu has been cheating on us.
No,
Wow.
well,
But don't worry, he got kicked today.
that was
From
from the
that group.
fucking T group. The other group with coins that I was repping for them because they were trying to do re-clears.
Oh, I see.
They kicked you.
The fucking T group kicked me because I was late twice. While they let another guy who's
No warning,
making
no
most of
nothing.
the time stay.
That's rude.
They didn't even tell him he got kicked. They just removed him from the group.
Wow.
Wow.
And also removed me from the Discord.
Damn.
Can't even DM
Oh.
directly because I'm not sharing a server with them.
That's
I would-
harsh.
So,
I would
that's so
say that
rude.
you're better off than.
Yes.
I have an easy video that will explain most of the mechanics. It's the same
Why
for,
didn't you post that first?
because Carissa was
I
faster.
posted the thing.
Will you just like be super methodical and just like go to a mechanic, spend 5 minutes watching a video, practice it, do it. Like we could probably clear it much faster if we do it like that. Instead of just
There's also that
learning too much at a time because people forget. It's better to just do one mechanic at a time and smash through it.
we're just waiting for Cyber, by the way.
Yeah, we should go in now and look at it.
Yeah, just Start
one mechanic
practicing.
at a time. But
Mm.
Yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome to a Hector lecture guide to the fight P4S Hesperos. This guide's focused
And then you know
there's
could have cleared
intercardinal
this
partner
yesterday.
Yes.
positions. This is
yes, Sinon.
just an intercardinal position
Where were
assigned
you,
to tanks
Sinon?
and healers, and an intercardinal position for each of the DPS.
He
About
got in
a
contact
set
with
of
Elon Musk and got himself Starlink.
and a set of tethers. The mechanic grade-wide support mitigation. The next mechanic, or set of mechanics, is going to be all about a set of debuffs and a set of tethers. The mechanics before those debuffs and tethers appear are all about who needs to take what. Let's break it down. First, we get Blood Rake. This is going to hit 4 players for big damage as the boss essentially sucks ether out of them. In this case, all 4
I
of
can't
the
remember what the
DPS
warrior axe looked like, but if I recall, it was pretty cool.
The warrior axe for P4 is just a hammer, basically.
Yeah, that was it. But I really like it. It's simple and I don't know. Where do I see
It's
it?
just unique, isn't it?
always-
Actually, it's basic but unique.
It's so basic. It's unique.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah. Looks like a level 12 weapon for World of Warcraft.
Yes. Sometimes simplicity is everything.
True.
I'm not teleporting to Renaissance.
I want to
Get
see what
wrecked.
it looks like again.
There.
Let's not get wrecked.
So you can call Warhammer.
is either all DPS
Oh,
or
there
all
it is.
tanks
Nice.
healers.
Thank you.
Whoever gets hit
Wait.
here can't take tethers later on. So
Yeah,
focus.
that's pretty cool.
Technically not cleared it, but I've seen the whole fight.
So you'll be doing callouts this time for now.
You beat phase 1 as
Focus on who doesn't take damage, and be aware they are the ones that later.
big groups.
I will be H2.
Is this Batman?
Oh, it's Castlevania.
It's Dracula. Bleed.
Want the macro.
To me, my minions.
Damn it, I was just about to say that.
Do we
He
need
has
a
a
macro?
beard.
I have
Since when did he have a beard?
Yeah, but do we need a macro? Can we not overcomplicate things in this one? Just do it mechanic by mechanic.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we know we've looked at the video. We know we have to look at the
Here on
stats.
are going to
not
need to
stats,
deal with the
tethers and practice that bit first. We'll just do it that way.
Etheric Calamus is
I
just
assume we have
a
partners,
gas
right?
that essentially says
Completion
exactly
with-
that
with partner?
whoever
Nice-
didn't
nice
get hit
hair with-
before needs to take tethers.
I don't think it matters because you can only pass, possibly, but you can't get the debuff again after 10 seconds. So for all the people the debuff is stacked, you can just run through them and should pick them up.
Who do we give the debuff to?
Oh fuck! I need my beard.
Blood Rake
Sorry.
gives the debuff.
I need,
Who left?
I need food. Okay.
The first Blood Rake. The ones who don't get it take tethers.
Blood Rake is going
Let's-
to happen again.
Assign some position first.
And this second, so it's us of the DPS per party. And lastly, you need
Get the markers out, Nato.
There we go.
Okay.
You guys also need to decide how you want to do the buster.
I will do it normally. Is there any mechanic that needs involving besides the tank buster?
Second phase doesn't even have a proper tank buster.
Interesting. Let's do the normal swaps then. We'll change if necessary.
Yes. Why are you laughing?
that's fucking American servers. And fucking MH dots. What's D1, D2, D3, D4?
Someone gets
How does-
cyber up.
How does that feel, Cyber?
I'm not gonna sing him.
Look at my big shot D.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I thought you played a female character.
I'll play both.
Oh my.
Come on, resin. Let's get going.
I'm not
No,
wrestling.
just all tie. Come on, let's go.
No,
Fine.
Now let me.
you killed
resin.
yourself. You're taking the ones. You're taking the weakness because of it.
Okay.
He was too busy judging him.
What?
Whoa, that coming from Nellum is extra harsh.
I didn't hear what you say. I want to
What
hear
did
it.
she say?
She was busy judging you.
Oh.
Wow, I feel bad.
What is this? Oh, you, no.
It's the first pull.
You need to practice your rotation into the pull, otherwise your abilities will be all over the place. There's no point. I need at least 10 seconds, right? Fucking doing it.
Holy shit, with the big damage. We all died.
I had crit shit for him. You would be
Damn.
taking tethers, I
I'm dead. Lammies.
So the first people who get tethered take tethers. Yes. The first group that take the dark rake takes tethers.
The first group who gets blood red cannot take tethers.
Oh, okay. Opposite them. Ignore me.
Check another squad, not supposed to, just above the gifts.
You need intercardinal partners. Decollation is the first tethers.
We'll need to make a
The mechanics
collage
before
of,
those debuffs and tethers appear
of those,
are all about who needs
notifications
to take
have on
what.
like printed out or on the second
Let's break it
screen,
down.
but have
First,
quick
we get
reminders
Blood
until we
Ray.
get the
This is
mechanics.
going to hit 4 players for big damage as the boss essentially
Alright.
sucks ether out of them. In this case, all
Blood Ray
4 of
one
the
players can't
DPS
hit.
are targeted. It's always either all DPS or all tanks healers.
Are you tanking in the
Whoever
middle?
gets hit here can't take tethers.
His big black cloak is so annoying.
I'm so glad you said cloak.
I can't see anything.
Okay, watch which group. Okay. DPS.
DPS is Blood Ray 1. Also, we need big heals for that.
Why does she say Blood Rate 1 players cannot take the tethers? Blood Rate 2. Why didn't she just say Blood Rate 1 players take the debuff? Instead of this cannot bullshit.
You're just
Later.
nitpicking now.
So
No, it's true. That's why
focus
put a
on
negative.
who doesn't take
Why
damage,
not say what people
and
can
be
do
aware
instead of what they
they
can't
are the
do?
ones that later on are going to need to deal with the tethers.
Don't
Whoever
take
gets
tethers
hit
down.
here
Okay, take Blood Rake 1.
Can't take tethers later on. So
Blood
focus
Rake
on
1
who
players
doesn't take
debuffs.
Yeah.
Yes.
damage, and be aware they are the ones that later on are going to need to deal with the tethers. Etheric Calamus is just a cast that essentially says exactly that whoever didn't get hit before needs to take tethers.
Blood Ray is AoE or the
Afterwards
tethers?
is that.
It's
All
It's
DPS
only-
have second win. Come on.
it's tethers that can be passed. So it's basically damage, focus damage on the 4 targets.
Wow, what was that?
I thought it
Not
was.
so.
I thought it was closer. Whoever gets hit with Blood Ray, whoever gets the Blood Ray tether will always take damage. The ones who don't get it will not take damage.
I shall feint that. Or this.
Which you have taking it first?
I'll take feint. How do you know?
Times tethers.
The healers are taking the debuff.
No, healers are taking the tethers. DPS are taking debuffs.
What? You just... No.
The first group is taking debuffs. DPS takes debuffs.
It's
So
okay.
what? How?
So DPS needs to be south, and everyone else needs to be north now.
Yeah. Tank healers north, DPS south. How do that? No. DPS, someone grab a debuff from me.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's a bit late.
We fucked up. So,
It's good.
Okay, so after we get Blood Rake 1, that group stacks. Okay, actually, tank healers will always be north, DPS will always be south. Let's keep it like that.
Yes.
And then,
Relax, yeah.
depending on which
Blood
group
Rake is going
gets
to
what,
happen again, and the second Blood Rake
we'll
may attack the same players, or may target the opposite role.
because
so
for the
tanks
first
and healers in
mechanics,
this
there's
case.
nothing that
Whoever doesn't
can
get
clip
targeted here,
people, so we can
they're the
just
ones
start
responsible
the
for
fight.
the debuffs.
The tank healers north and DPS just south. So let's do that.
It's easier to see who gets the blood rake as well.
Stop it. Okay. Healers move north.
I will also move north.
DPS take the debuffs.
DPS, yes. Also, we need more healing for that.
I thought he was going to.
I feel
No,
betrayed.
he was not.
I cannot switch.
Sinon, can you get him, please?
Okay.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
just
Blood Rake 2,
You have
we
a
take
debuff
healers.
passed down to south.
on me.
players.
Actually, no, don't. First, okay. DPS grab debuffs from Haru and not those of you who don't have a debuff.
No.
Val, you have one already.
Someone. Oh, okay. No, don't
Some
take it.
healers take others.
We grab a tether.
Why is
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Someone.
stay stacked? Stay stacked until like you should be north. That's who. Cinnamon should be stacked. That'd be
Nobody
agreed.
took my.
No.
my debuff.
Those with who have those who get
Yeah, but
no, look. Blood Rake 2 players stay spread because we'll get the debuff, and if we stay stacked, then we'll just share our debuffs amongst each other. We say stay spread. Oh, in this case, okay, let's go like this. Tanks got the debuffs, and DPS have to take them off of us. So
Yeah.
we stay spread. So those of you who don't have a debuff can move to us and move to guys in our group who have a debuff. So you can grab it and then stack behind the boss again. So when the tethers start, we can move as a group to pass by you guys to grab all of your tethers and then spread to the north.
I ran out because I had a tether and nobody took my debuff either while I was standing close to the boss.
Didn't I take it?
Nope.
Consider it like a tether. Stand on him for a second before you move. Wait until you have the debuff icon on your UI.
You probably already had it, Val. That's why you didn't take it.
I was dead, man. I couldn't have it.
Also, we'll move clockwise or counterclockwise. Not so. How do you?
For what?
It uses clockwise. Or anti-clockwise.
For those who have to grab the tethers.
It starts out going on the right side.
Yeah, go. Looking at C right now, from the boss's perspective, run anti-clockwise.
Yeah, so you
Clock.
start down here.
It's clockwise. Anti-clockwise is always same. It's not relative. So counterclockwise. All right. Okay, let's go again. We gotta practice that mechanic. We gotta practice down pillar and gets the hang of it.
Or he is.
This shit sucks as a healer. Like you have to be full HP at all times.
Oh, it's your job.
I know.
Thanks healers take debuff. Which means you
DPS.
guys want to go south, so DPS should be north.
DPS. No. DPS is south. Just spread out.
Okay.
Tanks, healers, we can stack up.
healers everything.
Yeah, can see everything.
Okay. Actually, first grab a DPS. Grab a debuff from the DPS if you don't have one.
You don't have one. Oh,
Now,
okay.
now we'll see. Okay. I have it.
Almost
Okay.
done.
If you don't have it, not to grab a debuff. No, no, no. You.
I got
Okay.
it.
Stack up, guys. Stack up,
Yeah,
guys.
Take tethers off us.
One of DPS. We have one more tether here. Guys.
Yeah, you're meant to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look. Okay. Like this.
We should be
I'll-
stacked before so we can make the movement. Like,
Yeah, and you start. You have
So
to
if you
move.
don't
not
get hit
just
the
stay.
first time,
You-
you're on the
even
button.
if you
stack up, guys.
You don't get hit the second time, you're on debuff duty. It is possible to be on both
No, no,
duties,
I
as I'll
meant
show
you guys as well. But okay, we stack up, and when tethers appear, you guys, no matter how many tethers you have, you make a lap around the boss counterclockwise. So you grab any remaining tethers that are on our group.
No, Chris, in that one, you have to take the tethers as well.
It is.
What?
You got
That
the
was
tanks and
DPS.
healers got both blood rakes, so you take both the debuff and the tethers.
no. That's for the second mechanic. The mechanic comes later.
No, no, no. Wait, they didn't have blood. You can't have both blood rakes. We had the second one.
We had both.
First one.
We had both.
All right, we had the wait. We had to take tethers then. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
And debuffs.
No, no, no. Debuffs was on them, or
No,
on
it
you
was
guys,
It was on tanks and healers.
dude. Dude. Okay. First blood rake was on DPS. Blood rake
No.
1 means you can't take tethers. That means you take
But-
debuffs.
Okay.
Wasn't the first blood rake
Give
on
up.
the healer and tank?
Yes,
No.
it was. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
It was.
You even said it.
Wait, and the second one?
Tanks healers have both. Both of
Both
the
blood
rakes.
rakes were on tanks and healers.
How does that?
It
But,
can
but isn't the
sometimes
first
go
the
on
first
both.
blood break is what? Yeah.
It can sometimes go on the same people twice. It is
But
random
isn't each
who will go.
but isn't each blood rate corresponding to a different mechanic?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's
so
this.
the first blood break is
Then
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Then the entire thing that that Natsu you posted. Blood rake 1 players cannot take tethers. Blood rake 2 players cannot take debuffs. Then that does make sense.
That was from
Because,
Mystics video.
Yeah, that's stupid then. If both groups can get, if one group can get both blood rakes,
Now,
Then-
Directors
then
Below
cannot
is going to
is completely
get the debuff
counterproductive.
mechanic kicked off
it should be
by giving 4
must
players
take.
the role called
So
debuff.
blood rake
This
1
will
players
always
must
start by
take
targeting
debuffs.
two
Blood
tank
rake 2
healers.
players
I
must
thought you
take
said I was
tethers.
nitpicking at mistake.
Because I thought it was a proper
DPS.
the mechanic was.
To start this mechanic, we've had all of
Okay,
our
fine.
players who
Let's
don't
go.
want debuffs, the tanks and healers, stacked together, while the players who do want debuffs are spread around the boss.
This shit mechanic.
Talk about it.
This is no downtime, right, Val?
No doubt.
There's no time at all. You can always hit the boss. As long as he's in reach.
Oh, that's a
He's
tank
not in
problem.
reach.
Yeah, it is a time problem if you cannot hit the boss.
Valio missed me. How dare you? Wait, Sinner missed me too. Bastardos.
The tanks and healers got blood rake.
Say that again?
Tanks healers blood break first.
Let's have to get things.
We have to grab the debuffs,
DPS
and you
have
guys grab tethers. Okay, DPS
Yeah.
spread out a bit.
one and Senem has one.
No, if you don't have a debuff, grab one from a DPS.
No, I haven't got it. That's just sit on. Get ready to move around, guys.
Stack on us.
What?
Stack on us. Not to stack. You guys grab tethers and stack and spread out
Spread
from
out,
each
spread
other.
out.
Spread out.
Good job.
Nice.
Great job.
That was it. That was the whole heal. That was the whole blood
Damage.
break.
Oh my
Damage.
god, we're done with the fight.
Heal. You need, yeah. You need
More
to heal up
shields!
that mechanic.
Shit!
It hits really badly. Tank
More
is dead.
shields!
How to woke.
Takes off.
There's
Okay,
also
there you go.
Natsu, I feel betrayed again.
And you gotta mitigate that as well.
Didn't know there was a
Heal
flank.
Haru.
What's happening here? Is this the?
Okay, look for lightning and
Fire,
for
fire.
fire. Look for lightning and fire needs.
Then in fire and water.
Yes, that.
Fire.
Okay, so just pull
Water.
to sea. Pull to
Sea.
sea. Pull
Wind.
him into sea.
It is really hard to move him, by the way.
Okay, in that case, Haru, you wanna
Water first. It's not back first.
just knock back from center?
Knock back into light stacks.
Ah, we didn't decide light stacks.
Get away from me!
Oh, you can't. You don't have. You must make sure you're not knocked back into water. You're not standing. Wait, no, northerly shift, and
Go
he's doing
north
cloak.
and go to the sides. Or go in the green side.
Oh, it's first the proximity hit, and then knock back. Alright. Okay, so guys, for these mechanics, if water is gonna hit next, you must not stand on the water tile.
Water's always
Because-
first.
It's either
I
water
know,
or
it
lightning.
depends.
Yeah,
It's
but
depending on
whatever.
what's first.
Whatever mechanic is gonna
What-
explode, you must not
Stop,
stay on
stop.
that tile.
One person at a time, man.
Depending on which tile blows up first, that will come off first. So this time, lightning water went first, so it be knocked back, and light stacks after.
I'm just saying, just speak one person at a time, man.
No,
Please.
yeah, okay.
Please.
So light stacks, what are they?
What the blues though?
Blue
Blue
is
lightning.
yes,
That's proximity from the center.
yes.
Yeah.
On
So
me.
let's group up. Group 1 on me. Group 2 on Haru.
Oh, okay.
Are
Nelam, you're with us as well.
This is our group.
Same groups as birds in Phoenix.
Yes.
Phoenix, I mean.
The
Group
Boston
one-
bird.
I'll say this: Group 1 will always be closer to middle.
And we are group 1.
No, you are group 2.
No, we are group 1.
I'll make it so that us in Group 2 will be able to hit the boss, but we are not standing on Group 1 and not too close, so we won't get hit.
Because the ideal boss's positioning is basically
Between.
where I am right now. So the group in middle and group at the edge will both be able to hit him.
One group would go, let's say, this is after knockback has gone off and the water has gone off. This.
So group 2 goes here.
Yes.
That means we don't move. Okay, we are group 2.
Well, it depends on the.
No.
Group
We
1
don't
will
move, you
always be closer
No,
to
I
middle.
mean. Okay, yeah. That's fine.
Why can't we just use an anti-knockback for that?
Because he can do the cape knockback when he
Oh,
does the water knockback.
So we'll need that. For that, we'll need knockback, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's get to that mechanic again. Then we'll discuss this. Haru, so you're the main tank until the tank flop. Let's keep it like that.
I'll just do this.
And so tanking just in the center and facing north.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Yes.
DPS gets debuffs.
Yep.
Okay, tank sealers spread out a bit, so DPS can grab debuffs from us first.
We got both tethers.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
do everything.
Alright. Grab debuffs from Nelami and me. Those of you who Sabri have a debuff.
It's off me to run past. I can't get another one, I don't think.
Oh no. Okay, and then you grab tethers as well.
That's
Run
okay.
around. No! Guys, you gotta move as a group.
Yeah, there was an issue because I think Cyber ran over me, took my debuff, and then I had a debuff for me, and I can take another one for 10 seconds.
So, we're all spread out then. And those of you who don't have a debuff, you move to grab one from us, and then you guys stack back south behind the boss.
Okay, can we make it so the tanks and healers are stood like way outside of the hitbox? There's still max range, and then like Val and I will stay inside the circle, so we don't clash.
This went while you have the roll call debuff and no one
Outside
else.
as well.
We're just gonna have the M2 and R1, the player.
Will-
It'd be easier. That way, if I need to debuff, I can. Oh, I don't know actually.
But what happens if
sorry,
you?
oh, right, sorry.
God. Don't we just die if we have the debuff and takes the tether?
Yes.
You die only if you don't resolve both.
If you don't
In
take
this
the
case-
debuff and I have the tether, I will die. Because the debuff kills. If it's not
Yeah,
fast.
but in this case, you needed both the debuff and the tether.
I had a
Survive.
tether and I had
Actually-
a debuff and I took 180k damage.
The roll column will kill you.
Will the tether kill you if you did not get any with Blood Rake?
The tether, I don't think will kill you.
Well, then we should probably have the first group either way take the debuff, and the second group, whether they got Blood Rake or not, takes the tether.
I just think it was wrong because I took 180k, Cyber took 161, Karma took what?
So
183?
in that case, I guess just the
Well,
Blood Rake 1 group is necessary to grab the debuffs, and the other group, the other 4 players will always grab the tethers.
well,
Yeah.
did you have
So-
that mark?
I had
on it?
that. I had
Yeah,
that.
that's the one
Yeah.
that kills.
Yeah, but we had Blood Rake.
That's weird, because that's
Something doesn't add up here.
Okay, let's just keep trying. We'll figure it out. And next time, if one group gets both Blood Rakes, we'll solve it so they will grab the debuffs, and the other group that got no Blood Rakes, they will grab tethers.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let me already check before I pull. All right, Haru, you're pulling. You should do the timer.
At least we don't have an astral.
Is that
Why?
For the 20-second countdown?
Yep.
What?
Astral needs 20 seconds.
Hit class.
What's this?
Haru, facing north.
It's
Oh, you
so
are.
you-
Wait, no. My camera was.
DPS has Blood Rake?
Okay, then tank healers will grab tethers. Okay, tank healers spread out a bit in preparation for the next mechanic.
DPS has Blood Rake again?
Yeah, okay, we'll practice then. We'll try out that what we said. Heal them up, and then prepare for. If you have a debuff, DPS move to the side so the other DPS don't grab you. Okay, Nilami and I again have a debuff. Grab one from us. One on me. Okay, stacks out, stacks out. Guys, Nilami, come with us. Grab a tether
I already
and move.
A little faster.
We should already. Okay, as soon as debuffs on our side are resolved, we stack up, and then as soon as tethers appear, we move as a group. Even if you have a tether nut, we all move together. So no one accidentally grabs a tether from you, and then you have to run to grab
Yeah.
one. That's why it's like that in the guide. Let's go again. Oh right, out of view.
Oh, right.
Where are you positioning the boss?
In
Center.
the middle.
It should be directly middle at all times, because of
Cyber, can you not put your thing in the middle then?
By
Cyber.
what?
ley lines.
Oh.
Cyber.
Yeah. Do you want to put it in the middle or outside the middle?
You put it in the middle, so we had to move out. Should
Okay.
not overlap.
Okay.
Wait, what do Cyber's ley lines have to do with?
He's not gonna move out of them, is he?
No, he's not
Oh.
going to.
So yeah, he puts them. Okay.
tanks healers take debuff.
So DPS tethers.
DPS will line up around, like, yeah. Just spread out on max melee range, and don't overlap each other. No, don't go away, Val. You gotta. Okay.
Healers take
Um,
debuff.
Thanks, healers. If you don't have a Haru,
Dark and
Nelami, grab a
Cyber.
debuff. Haru, Nelami, go grab a debuff from Val. And then stack up.
Keep up.
DPS grabbed tethers.
Come on, run, run.
Nelami didn't grab debuff from Val. You gotta stand on him to grab it.
Nobody took the tether one because of Alvord.
No, it's just a complex enough mechanic that we gotta practice it a bit more.
Thank God this
That's
is at the
fine.
beginning.
Can we? Is it possible to make some sort of rule on that
What do you mean?
for taking of debuff?
There is an easy rule I can actually. It should be
Right.
tank. The first tank, like this is if tanks have to take it. The first tank who does not get it goes and grabs it, and then the second person who does not have it goes and grabs it. It should
What
just
if
be that.
it's two tanks that doesn't have it? I think it's pretty random, yeah.
It's.
How about
It,
this?
it says
how-
it's totally random.
How about this? Each DPS partners with a tank or healer, and we assign each pair a cardinal position. So whichever group will take the debuff will take it from their partner or whoever needs it, and then stands outside. And whoever group takes the tether will stand inside.
If it's cardinal position, then that means a lot of people will be passing through the center in the when they're positioning for after grabbing a tether, because we have to move. Tanks, healers have to move north. DPS have to move south. So I think more-
The H1, H2 should be the rule of thumb.
what?
I don't think we can make a rule.
Like for
Look.
checking.
This is what I meant. What I think. So ABCD will be tanks, healers. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be DPS. So let's say like this, and your partner here. Be here, your partner here. Some of them, well, this is like a bit too more spread out, but
Yeah.
so like that you'll just have a single line to go down to grab one from your partner. So
Okay.
we'll just assign partners in that regard. And yeah, well,
That's not gonna work, is it?
what do you mean?
What if number 2 has a debuff and number 8 doesn't and has to take one?
We should be able to resolve the debuffs before
Yeah,
the
but in
first
that
round.
case, partners in general don't work.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I don't think we can
Okay,
make a
yeah.
rule. I think when you call out who is taking debuff, they should be prepared to take one, no
Okay.
matter what.
No. The thing is, we can't wait for callouts. Each person has to identify themselves, which group they are in, and whether they need to grab a debuff or wait for someone to grab a debuff from them. Because waiting for
Call out who
callouts
has
makes
to
this.
take it.
Huh?
You can call out which group takes debuffs and which
Okay, yeah.
group takes tethers.
But okay, everyone needs to pay attention to that and do their own thing, whether they have a debuff already or not. And Natsu, can you reset the markers?
And let's have some sort of general position if you when you spread out. So if I say I have a debuff, someone knows where I am ish. But now you said to Nelami take those debuff. I'm not
Because
sure she knows
you
where
were the
I
only
was.
one whose debuff wasn't taken.
Yeah, but I'm not sure she knows where I am.
Hmm.
She has to look for me then.
Yeah.
But if
But
she
you know what we
knows
should
I
do?
will be here, then she knows I'll
The
be
thing is, debuff is easily visible. You can see the purple glow against
Yeah.
around someone, and since in this case, tanks and healers are north, so we have our debuff. We stand as we are, and those who have yet to grab a debuff, they know where not to grab. So in this case, Nelami had to grab a debuff. She knows she doesn't grab one from our group, so goes south and looks for that purpley effect, red purple effect around a player, and grabs it.
Yes.
By the way, is anyone here colorblind? I'm just asking because I know Pepsi Cat is, so that also often comes up during Mount Farm that we have to adjust. So I think we would have known by now, but just in case if.
I
No
am
one-
not
I don't think
colorblind,
so.
but
Okay,
I
okay.
am mechanic blind.
We need to color code everyone. Okay, everyone needs to choose a color and make all of their glamour that color, so they're very easily distinguishable.
Okay, I'm black. I'm black
I'm
brown.
purple.
What'd you say, Cyber?
You are?
I'm purple.
I'm a Reaper, I should be black.
Well, we failed.
I'm yellow.
For the tether
No,
scrap,
a Reaper should be red. What are you talking about?
for when you grab the tether and when you have to spread, one person can be if the boss is directly middle and tanks healers are A, let's say DPS take the tethers. One person can go 2, one can go directly south but still be in melee range. One person can be directly under the boss and one can be where one is now.
Directly
One,
under the
two,
boss
three,
is
four.
not good.
It works, being directly under the boss.
That means the people north or south has to be max melee rate.
We just have to be outside of the boss's hitbox. Not max
Just
melee,
for
we
the-
just have to
for
be
the
outside of
tethers?
boss. Yes.
For the tethers.
Let's say one tether AoE is like as much as one square
Ish.
ish.
I think it's more like the boss's hitbox.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
you mean
Oh.
the,
it's
as in
dark
the
boss's
explosion?
hit- Yeah, the explosion. That's the
Oh,
boss's
no, yeah,
hitbox,
it's big.
basically.
Okay.
Look at it like this. Like when you're standing here, the 4 squares around you.
Ooh.
That's closer to the AoE size.
That's why I
Uh,
say one person can be 2, one directly under, one forward to 1-1. But the rest go like DPS take
If you-
towers, everyone go away. For those who are
If
not taking
everyone is
tethers.
max melee on the outside, it will work.
Yes.
The debuff is after you lose a. Okay, in regards to grabbing debuffs, you get a debuff that you can't grab a tether for. Grab another debuff for 10 seconds. Is that a debuff that you, when you lose a debuff, when someone takes a debuff from you, or when you grab a debuff? When you get that.
You get the
Actually-
one where you can't take another person when you. You'll have to ask the persons who could not grab this round. You're going to have to ask them actually.
No one paid attention, so we don't know that. Okay, we'll see next round. Okay.
You get a other kind of debuff, so that shows you can't take.
No, yeah, but when do you get? Actually, no. Obviously, you get it when you lose your debuff.
It's when you
Yes.
pass on the debuff, you get the new debuff.
Yeah. Okay.
The new debuff looks like this. It's the more red one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that can't pass on.
Let's go.
Alright.
So just call out which group takes tethers and which takes. That's all we need.
Let's just. Haru. Also.
Yeah, that.
Pinax, when this finishes, is going to have these elements glow. If the electric element glows, this signifies there's going to be a large, hard-hitting proximity AoE.
Oh, by the way, good luck with the boss he casts a lot.
DPS taking debuff. Healers taking tethers. DPS take debuff.
Alright. DPS spread out just so you don't grab debuffs from each other. Debuffs are on Haru and Natsu. Go grab them. Sinon, grab from Haru. Okay, and guys, stack up now. We're grabbing tethers.
You run clockwise, Natsu.
Not to run the way everyone else runs.
We move as a group counterclockwise.
Which was a somewhat took one the moment I started running outside to run again.
Yeah, because we didn't move as a group. Let's say we have to do that to avoid that thing happening. Because once all four of us have a tether, then we can't grab one from each other.
That seemed a bit cleaner though, so that was nice.
Yeah.
So instead of you calling out who needs to be taking a debuff from, I think the one who has to take it just call out who they take from. So if I have to take from Natsu like I did now, I'll say I'll take Natsu.
That seems fair.
That can work, yeah. Let's try that. Again?
Yes.
Oh.
One hurdle, really?
Auto
Power
tank
timer. Power stance.
Keep
Power
talking to the
please.
chat.
Of course she is. She's more focused on the stream than the raid.
Fair.
Is this the middle?
It's not.
Okay.
It's the middle.
Oh wow. Can't even tell what the middle is. Oh, the stream, look at her, look at her. She sucks. DPS, take debuff.
Okay. Debuffs are coming. Spread out. Thanks, healers. Stay.
I'll take Natsu.
Sinon, grab from me. Wait, Karma, what did you do? You gave Nelami a debuff.
Oh, that's my bad. Sorry, yeah, my bad.
I got.
I thought
Natsu,
it was
what?
tanks healers have both.
Yeah, but we gotta grab the tethers from you guys.
Oh, okay, that's my bad.
After.
Why did Sinon run then?
Because he had to take one.
Oh, I thought it was just DPS. I was okay. Well,
The way I said it
You have to
sounded like...
identify if you have one or not.
I
If
didn't
you have one, you do nothing. If you don't have one, you have to take from one of the tanks or healers.
So in this case, Karma, you already had a debuff.
It's always DPS that move, and so you guys never moving.
What?
No.
No,
That depends who takes the tethers.
Yeah.
So, you needed to debuff, we needed to move. If you had the debuffs and we needed the debuffs, we would have moved. So in this case,
true.
all four of you should stay at max melee range as well, just so, because in this case,
I totally understand this mechanic. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Yeah?
We should have some positions for DPS, and you should have some positions north.
we pretty much already have.
Okay, I will be to the right of the middle.
I'll go left middle. I'm on.
I'll be in the back. Don't worry. I'll be furthest away.
Does that work?
That's too far.
It doesn't work because you need to grab a tether.
Just
grab
like this.
debuffs.
If Valkyrie
Actually,
stands.
Saber, we can call out who you're teleporting to grab a debuff and then run back out.
No. If Val stands here, right?
Yep.
Cyber stands here. Sinon stands here. I stand here. It's like a little square. It's fine.
Yeah, but
That way I can get my
this-
positionals. Val can get his positionals.
That's not good because then Sinon to grab a debuff
Right,
will have
Sinon
to go
stands here
around
then.
you.
Sinon stands here. True.
How about 1, 2, 3, 4 here? I can go one. I can go one.
Okay,
You
that's
don't
fine.
have to do that. Okay.
We have our group pretty much set already, Nuts. We've been taking the same positions for the past few times.
I suggest Cyber, you take 2. So you don't have to move too far from your ley lines. Or no.
My ley lines will be up before the debuffs.
And Sinner takes 4 and Karma 3.
Val 1, Cyber 2, Sinner was 3 and Karma was
No,
4?
that's
No.
don't confuse things.
I was asking to be sure. I know Val and Cyber.
I'm 3.
Yeah.
I'm 3.
I'll just stand here the whole time from the beginning. Just if you want your debuff, come to me. I'll be over here.
Motherfucker. I swear I'll rescue it and ready for heals.
Haru? Haru?
Auto timer.
Can you position the boss in the middle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where my theory is where the boss's middle should be.
Okay. So that will.
Do you see the fairy, Haru? It's yellow. Do you see it? Haru?
Alright, let's focus.
Okay, I'm gonna take it north a little bit.
Bit too far north,
Doesn't matter, keep it as is.
but it's fine.
Watch out, Haru. DPS take a debuff.
Okay, and
Take
debuff is always one.
choices.
Alright. That's what you do.
That's it.
Why did you take mine?
Back up.
Take others.
You don't
I forgot.
you don't grab
Yeah, that's fine.
grab a
that's
tether
fine.
and spread out.
That
You
was
fucked
not
up.
my fault.
Okay, I died there for
You-
some reason.
you
and
don't
I only
grab-
had the debuff.
DPS needed to grab debuffs.
Yeah, I had the debuff and I still died.
Yeah, no, I fucked up from now.
You shouldn't have touched me at all.
Yeah,
Someone
that-
should have taken off you if you had it.
That was my bad.
And he couldn't have taken it off you because you're the only one without the debuff, and you have the can't get a debuff for 10 seconds debuff.
It was just fine. But I didn't mean to take it off. But
Yeah.
I don't know why you
So-
guys still died.
Everyone, in this case, everyone DPS who have the debuff just stack like directly south of the boss, max melee range. So once you
What?
grab a debuff, you join the group. So
What?
Once
What?
you've got the debuff, so if you need the debuff and we have to get it off the tank and healers, once you've got it, you go stack south. If you've already got it, you just stack south straight away. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Because then we're ready for the tethers. The tethers
Yeah.
are gonna come out instantly.
Shouldn't we not move until the debuff has been taken?
no. In this case, you were the ones grabbing debuffs. So you grab if you have a debuff, you stack south of the boss with the others who have a debuff, because then you can.
It still applies what I said.
What do you mean?
What do you say?
I mean, shouldn't we wait before we stack until, in this case, all the DPS has a debuff?
No, because you can't pass it on to someone else who already has the debuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
like this.
Okay,
If
okay,
you're stacked
let-
up,
Wait. Well,
Okay.
let's say Cyber has to go get a debuff. I'm next to him. I move in towards where south, and he moves towards
Okay, fair,
north,
fair.
and we pass each other.
I'll just give it a second then.
give it a second
2
for those
seconds.
without the debuff to move north, and then start converging south to the boss.
Yes.
There's plenty of time to go get the debuffs before the tethers come out.
Yes. I would just say don't stack at once.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. Good point. Good point.
By the way, we have to take the tethers relatively fast. We can't wait too long to take them.
So as soon as DPS was all the as soon as all the debuffs are taken, the group without debuffs groups up, and then as soon as tethers appear, run counterclockwise around the boss as one.
Yes.
So you all grab a tether.
More or less.
Then it's just gonna be positions for spreading the tethers. In
So
this case,
basically-
let's keep tanks and melee close to the boss, while ranged and healers move away from the boss if they have a tether.
Yes. So
Okay.
basically, when the group who has the debuffs moves south to stack or north, whatever, the
Yeah.
other group does the same, but north or south.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
let's go.
at the very
Haru?
end.
Let's go.
I will say that as soon as we get past the first blood break, it becomes much easier.
I mean, we do have those 4 tiles to get down as well.
Yeah,
Until we
but
get it down, it's gonna be tricky.
those are actually very easy to do compared to the blood break. What is this position?
Move him north.
Oh, that's the wrong square. My bad.
This is.
Tanks and
Thanks,
healers take
healers.
debuff.
No,
Say that again.
DPS take debuff from tanks and healers.
No. Tanks and healers got the first tether, first blood rate.
Even
Tanks
if
and healers take debuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Times
Okay,
healers
you're
with
right.
second blood break.
so. That doesn't matter. Okay, DPS spread around a bit, just so we don't grab from you.
Valkyrie and Sunan have one.
Natsu, Haru, grab a tether, grab a debuff, and then stack north.
Everyone else up south. Okay. And the
Nice,
clockwise.
move. Grab tether, spread out. One. Synod.
Where's my tether?
So you guys move together, not through the boss, but a bit around the boss.
Yeah.
In this case, Sinner moved to the boss and grabbed Val's tether.
run halfway between the hitbox and middle.
Yeah,
Natsu,
pretty
why
much.
are you out to the side? You should be with your group.
No, I stood, but nobody took the tether, so I ran out, so I wouldn't be killed
Okay,
that tether.
Also, make sure you're at not necessarily max melee range, but on the boss's line, on the boss's hitbox, like just outside of it, because in this case, Haru had to go further away from the boss to grab a,
Well, twice,
grab a
it's not
debuff,
very
and then the boss got
different.
disjointed, and
If
we'll
blood
have to
rake
adjust.
hits the
to the boss,
DPS, this means tanks
position.
and healers are on
Yeah,
have one
debuff,
job
tether
to do.
duty.
So don't stay at max
Everybody
melee
along?
range with the debuff if the group is taking if you have the debuff and someone needs to take it from you, stay just touching the
At the
line.
edge. Yeah.
Just touching the line.
But it helps if the boss is in the middle and stays there.
He was in the middle at that point, but he
got
moved.
moved around 4 times before he got to the middle.
Yeah, but in that mechanic, it was in the middle.
Yeah, but we have to reposition all the time. It's annoying.
I will
You
say
have-
this, I had the green roll call debuff, and I was out of the stack before the tether went off, and it killed me.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I had the green with red.
Because of
Reds.
the likely because of the what you call server tick. It was a big AOE, and you ran out, but the server still registered you in the range of the AOE of the tether.
That is actually pretty stupid, because I was out way before the tether went off.
Then you
Ah.
get the blood break anyway.
We had both blood. We had...
Let's just keep going. Let's just keep practicing the mechanic. That's gonna give us more, better information and better stuff we need to work on than just talking about it. Let's keep making mistakes until we know what mistakes
Yes.
we're making for sure.
Mood. That is actually mood.
Tanks and healers take debuff. And healers take debuff. Remember.
Well, which one are you taking?
I have one and Val has one.
Hit an element, come to me.
Okay.
That's to
DPS
send
stack
us.
south.
Grab, run around, counterclockwise, DPS, move, grab tethers, and spread out, spread out. What the hell?
Is ours also proximity based?
No, this was.
Most likely you can stick both if you get both blood rates.
Cursed calling.
So we need to.
Yeah, I think DPS needed to have the
No.
debuff up. Oh, okay.
Wait. Blood Rage players cannot take tethers, but like one cannot take debuffs.
So DPS should have
It
had
doesn't make
the debuffs. The DPS needed to get the debuffs and then take the tethers. Is what should have happened then.
So then the first thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's do it like that then.
Wait.
Let's respect both blood rakes and do them correctly.
Isn't that what we've been trying to do the whole time?
No, because we thought that
You could either take the one or the other.
yeah,
but
either
it's
one or
not
the
like
other.
that.
So apparently, if you get both blood rakes, the other group needs to get both debuff and the tether.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So we do that.
You're
Okay.
correct, Zenon. You're completely correct.
Natsu, if you knew that, why didn't you correct us when we decided about that first part?
Because I want to let you do some thinkies. Use your brain a bit.
no, stop it.
Natsu.
Stop it. Let's go.
I did.
Harupu.
Right?
I did 1 point save when one group got bored. The other does everything, and nobody did anything. Because you were busy doing other things.
If we're talking about a mechanic in a wrong way, correct us if you know the fight. Don't let us brainstorm a wrong
Here's hoping
mechanic for
DPS
like.
gets both blood rakes all the time. Thanks, healers. Take debuff.
No. Yeah.
Other way.
No. It's okay. We can't take tethers.
Yeah.
That's what.
You
So
can
we
take
grab
feathers.
debuff. We grab debuff. And
Did
we
you
grab
grab
tether
everything?
as well. Okay.
What did you say now?
Thanks,
DPS.
healers grab everything.
No.
Be careful when grabbing
No,
tethers.
not
they
the other
don't,
way.
It's the other way around.
DPS
There's
got
Taji.
Other way.
It's
Okay.
the other way around. Yeah.
Okay, grab from
DPS.
Natsu as well. Someone needs to grab from
I
Natsu.
took one.
And then DPS run round.
Guys, we're not stacked.
Spread out.
Yeah,
Alive!
nobody took it from me and Naomi, so we both died because we had roll call. But if
Okay.
tanks healers get that deep,
I
DPS does
did the
it.
wrong call out. I did a confusion then. Okay, so wait, what did you say, Natsu?
If tanks healers gets both times, DPS does everything basically. You grab
So-
the debuff
Yeah.
and you take the tether as DPS.
Cyber.
Yeah?
When you do call out, I don't think you can say after the first one who does what. You have to wait for the second one.
Yeah, it's better to wait till both have gone out.
Copy that.
Right.
You just keep a mental note for yourself.
Yes,
Sure.
but that's basically blood rake.
Thanks, healers. Take debuff and tethers.
Yep. That's better.
Debuff on me and
Okay,
Karma.
sorry.
I'm getting cyber.
Then
DPS
group
stacks
up.
out.
Stacks out. Stack on
Thanks,
hard.
and healers. Get tethers.
Move as a group. Don't move. Okay, spread out.
Good job. Good job.
Run
All right.
Counterclockwise every time. If you think,
Big
even
area.
if you've got tethered, just do it.
Not time. After time plus 2, it is a.
I provoked.
You, Carissa?
good time.
Okay,
We're-
finding water and fire.
E.
Alright.
First Phoenix. Knockback first.
It's gonna be.
Knockback into spread.
So
Knockback in into
go to the center, spread around, get knocked back away from each other. Not.
That's not
Yeah.
well.
Go to the edge. Don't be on the opening. The east.
East is a knockback.
He's using sword.
Ah shit, it's proximity, I forgot about that.
Hey.
Wait. Ah right. The sword was glowing, another cape.
Okay, you have to look at which one glows for that. If the cape glows, it's not by your sword, it's the cleave.
Also, in regards for Blood Rake, as soon as we see the first Blood Rake, we know which group is taking the what you call tethers. Because Blood Rake one group can't take tethers, so the Blood Rake group always takes tethers. We know that. Then we just wait for the second one to know who grabs the debuffs.
You can call it out if you want.
If one group has to take both, just say tanks healers to everything or DPS to everything.
I think what Cypher said now was perfect.
It is easier for some to understand if it's do everything.
And don't remember to run the right way,
Yeah,
not to and whoever.
facing the boss to the right. Facing the boss, run around to the right, to our right.
Okay.
That's counterclockwise.
Thanks, healers, to everything.
God
Okay,
damn it.
DPS spread a bit from each other, just so we don't touch each other.
Val and Cyber have the debuff.
Now it's stuck on me.
Back up.
DPS stack south.
Haru
You
didn't
won? Wait.
Oh,
So
red
Val.
Valkyrie.
grab tethers.
Did I get it?
That's fine, I don't worry. Just in one this crimson.
Oh shit, forgot to mitigate. Yeah, I'll do this. Oh wait, Haru, you did?
It's fine, it's fine. Nap time is coming up. Look for water and fire.
Haru
meets.
shirk me, Haru shirk me.
Go for water and fire meets.
Ryan. Okay,
Go
it's,
south
why don't we have a letter here?
because it will move to the
Plus,
middle.
I moved it in the middle for Harris.
First edge.
Proximity and,
And spread.
spread. Okay, so spread around, away from the center everyone, and spread away from each other.
Ready
Knockback.
shields
Ow.
before that.
Knock
Ready
back,
shields.
Knockback from north.
and should we just use knockback immunity? That's what we
If
need.
it's-
It was a
If
US
it's-
anyway, who would
If
make
it's
so
lightning and
much
spread, we're gonna need shields 100% fully spread.
Just a reminder, the people who need to take a debuff call out who they take, not everyone else.
Yeah.
So look at the party list. If
We
you don't
almost
have a
got-
debuff and you
We almost got past first not fine.
The hell
I
is
don't
it?
understand how Nelami got the debuff. She could take mine when someone already took Cyber.
Karma, make sure to stand at the outside of the boss's hitbox for that part. I think
Since the
you-
cape, that
since
means
you
we're
were
getting knocked
more to the
back.
center. That's
Now,
something. That's
unlike a normal
I'm
mode,
in the position I'm in.
instead of having one
Simple
diamond
point.
appear,
No,
and that's
no,
where the boss is
understand.
jumping to,
no, yeah, but you gotta be
diamonds appear
outside
at
of
all
the boss,
cardinals, and you need to look at the
not
taskbar.
inside the boss.
In this case, it says westerly
Yeah,
shift,
on
so the boss is jumping to 4, the western diamond.
Okay, could you move a bit more to the west then?
Okay.
Before this
Cyber's-
goes off,
Cyber's in the
the
middle
water
still.
is going to go off, and if you have water
Yeah,
into
as long
the
as
cape
Val and,
knockback, you can
Karma are
pop
both
knockback
on the,
immunity to try to knock back immune both.
Back
Most of the group
corner
is going to do this,
of
but
the
main
boss's
tank's going to be a
hitbox, you
little
can
bit
do both
late to
positionals
pop the
while
knockback immunity,
still leaving enough
so you'll see
room.
they get knocked back, and you just want to make sure you're knocked towards that western crystal.
That was a good pull.
I'll faint the first one.
So tanks healers grab tethers.
Some healers do everything. Then on the cyber have it.
Driving cyber.
DPS sucks off.
Stack with us. Stack with us. We go around, guys. Grab tethers.
It's a bit late.
Yeah.
Um,
As soon as tethers appear, we gotta start moving.
Try to call out what you take. Who you take.
There's got to be a better way to do it.
It's completely random, so I don't think so.
I don't think
Why-
we can make a system. It's more like getting the hang of it and
How about?
checking
How
out where-
about? I have an idea. How about? So I'm curious if you move a second. So say this is the rear of the boss, right? Yeah. Obviously you've got the front of the boss the other side. So the people who have, so say DPS have, so say tanks and healers need to get the debuff, yeah? Any DPS that has a debuff just stacked here, and the other DPS moves away, so the tanks and healers have a single point to run to. Why not?
I d-
No,
They can't, the DPS can't sort the debuff between themselves, and I'll be moved
Because-
out the way.
because you don't know who takes what. Then you can.
It
you
doesn't
can-
matter. It
One
doesn't
of
matter.
the DPS can get stuck with the debuff then.
How?
No. They can't grab a debuff.
That works.
And
I-
After they lose a debuff, they're immune to it for 10 seconds, so they can
so-
stay
so-
stacked with the other debuff.
all
still.
the DPS, if you've got a debuff, you instantly stack. If you don't have a debuff, you move away.
We did that
and
part
then-
good. We did
Yeah,
that
but
part
it's-
perfectly
it's-
well now.
But
this
there's
time.
still confusion there. You should have a central point that you run to for the debuff.
Not to how is it done in PF without voice calls.
So that I'm telling you, think about it. That will 100% work. And same opposite side. If DPS have to get the debuff, we just run to the central point, which will be in front of the boss. So any tanks and healers who have the debuff stack in front of the boss. It's a single point we have to run to, rather than trying to figure out different directions.
Everybody stacks, all tanks that you stack on A, all DPS tanks, all DPS stack on C, and then we just do the thing we need to do from there.
Yeah, and if I
No,
didn't
but
get a debuff
that
and the
doesn't
rest of the DPS did, I could just
Wait,
stand
wait.
out.
It
Does
it
about
does
a
work.
second.
It does work.
One at a time, man. One at a time.
It
But
does work.
okay, if tanks and healers are stacked, 2 tanks, let's say, gets debuff.
Then
That
it's
should-
fucked.
Doesn't
Yeah.
that spread onto the DPS, to the healers since they're stacked?
No, for some reason it just works. Do it now. For whatever
Wow.
reason.
We could have known this half an hour ago.
No, that doesn't work.
It-
That makes
it
no
does
sense
work.
at all.
For
Why
whatever
didn't you-
reason it does work.
Okay,
Why aren't you telling us this now?
Because I thought
Exact-
the other way was a bit safer, but it turns out it was not. It
Hell
made
no,
more
it's not safe.
confusion.
A single point is
If
always
it-
good. Less
if
steps
it's
is always
such a
safer.
simple mechanic, such a simple resolution to a mechanic that works in PF, and we've been breaking, like, we wasted an hour trying to find a better solution, and you already had one.
I was not sure
Why
if
didn't
you
you
would
just-
like it at all, that's why.
Huh?
But,
Oh, don't shoot him, please.
but
Thank
for
you.
whatever reason...
He shot
it works.
himself.
Look, in the future, tell us the PF strat. So we'll try it. If it doesn't work, we'll adjust.
Yeah,
Because
for whatever reason, it just works when tank stealers stack and they have the debuff and DPS.
Okay,
needs to
so-
take it.
Let's just test it and see if it works.
And if it
I
doesn't
think
work,
it does.
the solution I just gave has got to be the second easiest.
That's exactly what you suggested.
I was suggesting with the non-Diva players standing out, like you were saying.
No, yeah,
the
but
tank
in
leaders.
this case, not
Yeah.
said even if they're standing in, it's so. Let's just keep it like. Let's try it like that.
And for whatever reason it works. It's stupid. I can't tell you why it works because I don't know why it works myself. It just does.
Okay.
And stack up everyone in your groups. Simon.
It's better
Come
to just stack
I got
now.
positionals.
DPS grab tethers. Alright, sorry, I forgot I'm not doing call.
DPS was
DPS everything.
So we just have to move forward and make sure we. If you haven't got a debuff, you move forward.
Yes, those who don't have a debuff move forward, that's basically it. This works completely.
You ready to move? No. Red.
Congratulations, we did it.
You all fucking.
For whatever reason that works, I don't know why it does.
Natsu, are you kidding us?
I didn't think it would work this. That was all.
If it,
How many times have you done this, Natsu?
I had... The first time I did it, it didn't take me that long to get to phase 2.
I'm not blaming you. Just saying you only
I
done
am.
it one time.
I forgive you then, answer.
Look for where fire and water meet. Go...
the
Someone gets cyber,
Get-
I can't press him.
Why is that like that?
this one's less meaningful very much.
Water first. Water into spreads. Don't be knocked back onto green.
Forgot.
Spreads.
I got that to walk, so stupid.
Edge.
Proximity and
Towards D.
It's that. It's doing the...
Ow.
fuck, this was so fast.
Just like in there.
Shit.
You can actually go 4, couldn't you? Like, well away from the lightning. Because the cleave like only half the box.
What do you mean?
So the conal cleave came out from the west then.
Yeah.
So people ran west, but one side of west is closer to where the lightning came from, so they could have like the lightning was at two.
No, lightning is from the center.
Let's
Yeah,
say...
all the
Oh, is it okay then okay, I thought it was going for the
Yeah,
boss, that's fine.
Let's say the boss...
No markers, please, no more confusion.
I'm just saying this for a bit for groups, basically. It's the same as the pull just was. Water already went out. It's... He dashed the same way. Group 1 goes A, groups 2. Just group 1 goes to the north. Or... Looking middle. I'm just looking directly to the center now. Like, this way. Group 1.
Group 1 goes left, group 2 goes right.
Yes.
Right?
But
Okay.
it's for ease for groups when we have two line stack. For spreads,
When it's fire.
yes,
Yeah,
for
for the water.
spreads, just spread the fuck out and hope you don't land on anyone else.
Okay,
That-
are we gonna
that-
get shielded before that then?
I will try my best to shield it out.
Okay, because the lightning followed by the spread stack is a lot of damage.
Yes.
Can throw out some mitigation as well.
I don't know if we can. Well, shields you
Shoot
can, but not like faint. That won't work, I don't think.
Take it off.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
small mitigation, but it is.
tanks and heals debuff. DPS tethers. Here, debuff. Tanks
Go
and
for it.
heals.
Wait, no.
Why didn't
How do not
DPS tether.
grab a debuff?
Why didn't you grab a debuff?
I tried, but they ran away from me.
I don't know who I can grab it from at this point.
You should just go to the south group, man.
No, we grab debuffs.
Yeah, that's
tanks
what I
and
said.
heals.
Yeah, those
You know,
just-
we could all just move in together to the middle and then back to our positions. I've cast. I know. Actually, Slimer probably can't do that if he's casting.
No, I don't think so. We can.
I can walk in the middle. No problem.
Oh shit, he's willing to offer up his Black Mage race?
No, I'll just place him in the middle, right into the boss. It's fine. I'll just stay there. That should work.
Just listen to the call out. Said tanks and healers take debuff. Then do it.
Yeah, I just got a bit confused because it was also full on silence. I heard the call out, but then it was just followed by full on silence. And
We have 5 minutes left. Can we just 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Harry's for a second.
That's already been a second though.
Just do what Carissa said. God damn. Haru's sister, I can see you on the stream. Get the fuck out. She wants to raid.
I mean, I would have just said, give me 5 minutes. Then I'm done.
Actually, 6 minutes.
Whatever.
Okay. We need to assign partners now. I'm just saying this. It will help out massively. We need partners now.
What kind of partners?
Partners for a certain for you remember
Is it
No,
no, is it tank
support
healers,
and-
DPS,
yeah.
what?
No, it's
One tank, one DPS, one
Yeah.
healer, one DPS.
Yeah.
That's-
Same
Okay.
same as the last
Same as
boss
three.
then.
Yes.
I'll
Same as the
Yeah.
pairs in number
Yeah.
3.
I'll
Yeah.
post a picture as to why.
I'm not
Yeah.
looking right now.
It's for later.
Yeah,
I'm
but
unfinished.
That's
Ah,
why
that
we
thing.
Need, yes.
Right.
That's why we need partners get established.
Actually, my brain is very limited. I can't put that much information into one session.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah,
I'm with now.
I wasn't like talking about to figure this out right now. It was only just remember we need
Yeah.
partners for next week.
Okay.
Guys, just remember we cleared PTS today, so that's what you should take away from this.
No,
Oh yeah.
we should take away that we have to sit here and wait now. I'm annoyed.
God damn it, Haru.
Are we
Guys, she's
going
not related to me, okay?
Are we going to clear the
Oh.
three normally, or
I mean, we
What do
need
you
the
mean
gear.
normal?
like are we all going to clear it?
Yes, we should be clearing it. We should.
There's
We should.
not an if there's no emergency at home, I'm gonna be very cross with Haru.
Okay, so I cannot skip this 3 straight to 4.
To tell you this, we need a pair of boots. One pair of boots. That's all.
Just go steal the boots of someone else.
Nelami needs boots, then we're done. With 3. That is all.
One
Tell
point
me,
clear next week
do
then.
what I did and just buy and upgrade the radiant boots.
Then you don't have BIS, do you?
No, I
You
don't.
just call it.
I'll take that.
Oh, not this. Oh. How can you
It's
live
not
with
like-
yourself?
it's
How
not
could you
like
pull a
my-
boss and live with yourself?
It's not like my damage that it contributes at all.
Of course
I
it
could-
does.
I could do the whole fight without doing a bit of damage as long as I can tank and you guys will clear it for me.
That
No,
is-
you need to get
I'm
You
gonna
guys
go for
do all
the
the
other one.
damage and
Harry's
necessarily
not back in
good
2
and
minutes,
run
I'm
your
making
rotation.
food.
What?
let's call it then.
I'm
Let's-
preparing food.
Because
Carissa, if you do damage, Carissa, then we can clear faster and skip mechanics.
No,
But
we
I
can't
like
skip
mechanics.
mechanics. We are going
Hey,
to
don't tell
see
him that.
We are
Don't
going
tell
to
him that.
see rage.
Latsy, we're blaming Carissa. Come on.
No, we're blaming Har for not being able to pull.
True.
So we're not blaming Carissa, we're blaming Har on this one.
You suck.
That Dark Knight DPS.
It's not that important.
No, we need logs for P3S.
Oh yeah, I would like to do the logs actually.
That's going to shit. I
You upload the logs, Sinon.
can guarantee.
Yep.
And just continue
You already
rotating
did.
counterclockwise.
Right.
DPS are now popping a healer orb, and tanks and healers have been popping DPS
Guys,
orbs, so
very
those
good job of doing
our tanks and
DPS.
healers are going to
Very
stack in
cool.
front of the
Wait, was it
heroes.
two pulls?
Cardinal.
Three pulls?
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And
And
he's opposing, so at least he's dying between pool.
Nice.
Kill the 2 pulls.
Did we?
Yes, and the first one I fucked up twice. With my jumps.
are we doing BTS again next week?
Oh wait, so Val caused 100% of the wipes tonight on P3.
That is correct.